Hello everyone. Okay, so question 10 of the higher level junior cert maths exam. So this one was a bit of a tricky one for a lot of people. So this question did require you to calculate USC for different rates, but also it was a hidden algebraic fractions question as well. You had to solve it. You had to form kind of an equation, M and X that had fractions in it, and then in turn you solved that for the last part. So part A is a very nice part. So here we go. Question 10. Michelle must pay Universal Social Charge USC on all of her gross income. The income bands and rates of USC that Michelle must pay are given in the table below. So up to €12,012, she pays 1.5% USC. For the next following €5,564, she's paying 3.5%. And then anything above 17,576, she pays 7% on. So Michelle pays USC at all three rates. So obviously she is making more than 17,000 a year. So she's paying all three of these rates. So find the amount of USC that she must pay at each of the first two rates. So 1.5 and 3.5. So we actually just need to find 1.5% and 3.5% USC rates. That's all we have to do. So the 1.5% rate is up to €12,012. So she's paying 1.5% of €12,012. So we could do it two ways. So it'd be €12,012. We can just multiply that by, if we write 1.5% as a decimal, that'd be 0.015. So we could do it like that. Or we can make 1.5% as a fraction. So do 12,012, multiply 1.5% as a fraction would be 1.5 over 100. Or you could just do 3 over 200. And the last way you could do it is on your calculator. You can just, some calculator, Casio does it anyway, you can just put in the percentage and it'll do it for you. So if you multiply 12,012, multiply that by 1.5%, you shall get €180.18. So €180.18. That's how much she paid for the first bit. So the following 5,564, she pays 3.5%. So that's going to be 5,564. So same thing. Same method here. So 5,564. I can multiply that. If I write 3.5% as a decimal, that'd be 0.035. Or I could just multiply by 3.5 over 100, or multiply by or 5,564 multiplied by 3.5% on my calculator. If I do that, I'll get 194.74. So she pays €194 and 74 cents for the USC at 3.5%. Part B now. Michelle's gross income is X. So her gross income is X. So before all the deductions and everything are taken off, is X. Michelle pays a total of 5% of her gross income in USC. So 5% of her total gross income goes to USC. Write an expression in terms of X for the total amount of money that Michelle pays in USC. So we're going to have an equation here, right? Or it says an expression. So what we're going to do is, right, we know she pays €180 and 18 cents in the first band. She then pays €194.74 in the second band. How much does she pay in the third band? Well, anything over 17,576 she pays 7% on. So what we do is it's going to be her gross income X minus 17,576. And then I'm going to multiply that by 7%, right? But in the case of, I kind of want to keep it easy peasy. I don't want to be introducing percentages and everything. I'm going to write that as a fraction, 7 over 100. And I think that's how far you need to go technically. But we can simplify it further. 180.18 plus 194.74 plus 7 over 100 times x is 7x over 100. And then 17,500 minus 17,576. 17576 multiplied by 7% is going to be minus 1230.32 euro. So 180.18 plus 194 plus 74 minus 12,030. So when I add these up, I'm going to get minus 855.4 euro. And that is my expression now for her USC. Page. So that is how much, so that's the expression in X for the USC paid. So last part now is find the value of X, Michelle's gross income. Well, I know the USC she's paid is 5% of her actual income. So I know all of this will be equal to, so the USC paid is going to be equal to 5% of her gross income X, right? Or how I'm going to write that now is 5 over 100 times X, which is 5x over 100. So I know her USC is equal to this. So I'm going to sub this in now. So 7x over 100, and let them equal each other, minus 855.4 euro is going to be equal to 5x over 100. I am now going to bring my letters to the left, numbers to the right. So I have 7x over 100 minus 5x over 100 equals 855.4 euro. So I'm going to multiply across by 100 to get rid of my fraction. So I'm going to multiply each term by 100. So 7x minus 5x is equal to 85,540 euro. 2x is equal to 85,540 euro. X is going to be equal to 42,770 euro. So that is Michelle's gross income. So that was a bit of a tricky one, right? We can double check our answer by subbing it in back in here. So if I sub in my 42,770 back into my original expression, we'll see if it works out. So I'm going to have 17 bing over 100 minus 855.4. That gives me 2,138.5 euro. Multiply that by 20. I'm going to get 42,700. Yeah, so it works out. So this is the correct answer, and so it works out when you sub back into your formula. You'll find when you sub this in, she has paid 2,138.5 euro in tax, which is equal to 5% of 42,770, Right, so that was a bit of a tricky question. I hope this video was some sort of help and some sort of broke it down a bit for you. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys later. Bye.